Now to talk about packing your backpack. Ideally, when it's fully packed, you want it to look something similar to this. Almost like it's full of water. You don't want spots where you can just reach and push in and find a bunch of empty space. So how do we do that? Start with, when you want to pack, you want to loosen and unconnect every strap you have on the pack. Alright, once your backpack is empty, and you've loosened and unclamped all the straps, it's time to begin packing. For the sake of speed, I'm going to pack this with 2 sleeping bags to fill it up. So when you're sitting there with food and tents and everything else you're going to bring on a normal camping trip, you can be at this for a good half an hour. So we're going to start, load the 2 sleeping bags up, cinch the top, from there we'll begin reconnecting and adjusting our straps. It's usually best to do this as symmetrically as you can. So for instance, I wouldn't want to adjust this bottom one and this top one, trying to do the 2 top ones at the same time. It's important to remember too to keep trying for that compression, that almost water-filled look as you do it. If you don't, you can get loose stuff that can slide around and throw your balance off when you're hiking. So continue with our straps, and I'm going to work from the top down in my case. You can see there's kind of a little bit of a dead spot right here. See how I move the fabric around? I'm going to try and push the sleeping bag a little bit over, match it, and fill it up. The last thing, connect the top part of the pack. You'll notice when I first connect them, I just did this loosely so you can get them together and cinch it down at the same time. That helps keep everything uniform. If you were to cinch down one side, you could shift something over. There, strapped, completed pack. Now, some things to think about when you're packing. The best spot to put your weight is close to your back, your lower back. So if you have something extremely heavy, obviously you don't want it at the very bottom of your pack. You want it probably right about the height of this pocket here, and as close to the part that's going to connect to your back as you can. And from there, you just kind of pack outward in layers. It runs like a little circle, expanding circle around it. You go from heaviest to lightest out on the very end streams of the pack. Alright, as a final thought, you've heard me talk a lot about how you don't want things loose and moving around in your pack. One of the strategies for that is to take clothes, sleeping bags, anything basically fabricy you can move around, compress, and pack it individually. Instead of one big bag, you shove in the backpack while your clothes in it, keep them loose. Shove a shirt here where you've got a loose spot, a pair of pants here, socks here. Same thing with the sleeping bag. I like to pack mine in the very bottom. It just kind of fills it out and provides a good base to build. But if you have things like that, pack them in individually. Use them to fill the dead spaces around objects you can't move, like shoes, food, etc.